Welcome to Stepping Stones. How are all of you? I hope you are well. We are now completing 3 weeks of Stepping Stones. I believe our plan for our very first semester over the summer is to flow through 11 weeks. So that means we've completed more than 25% of what we're going to do together this summer. Whenever we have a fast experience, we should slow down to make the best use of that experience. What are we reflecting on? Becoming and belonging. This very much has to do with friends. How do you know that you are a good friend or that you have good friends? A sign is that they challenge you, as in they push you to be the best version of yourself. The version that is more disciplined, the version that is more punctual, the version that smiles more. So if that's what being a friend is or having friends is, what about the opposite? What does it mean to not have good friends or to be a good friend? It is someone who distracts away from one's responsibilities. You're all in middle school, and so your primary responsibility is to be a good child of your parents, to be a good sibling of your sisters and brothers, to be a good student of your school, your teachers, and so on. If I'm a bad friend of yours, I distract you from these responsibilities. If you find that you're around your peers, those in your classes, those in your neighborhoods that distract you from your responsibilities, try to understand your responsibilities more. Try to promise yourself that you will follow through with your responsibilities more than the effect or the peer pressure or the negative peer pressure of those in your school and neighborhood, etc., will not have such a strong effect. Now, becoming and belonging, I want to share a visual. A visual means something you can see to help you remind yourself on how to practice becoming and belonging. And the visualization is of a potter's wheel. By show of hands, how many of you have seen a potter's wheel before? It's a spinning disc, and usually what happens is an artist puts a lump of raw clay on there. Okay, so there's this spinning disc, and then I put this moist raw clay on there. Now, what am I supposed to do with this raw clay? I'm trying to be an artist. I'm trying to create art. And specifically, if we go with the reference of a potter's wheel, so then I'm trying to create a pot. How do I do that? I have to lift that clay up with two hands. Now I'm right-handed, so my right hand, this is the self-criticism hand. And my left hand, that's on the inside of the pot, that is my self-forgiveness hand. And these two hands have to work in tandem. They have to work together. They have to be balanced where I'm criticizing myself, that is shaping myself or crafting myself, but I'm also supporting myself, giving myself grace. Because if I put too much self-forgiveness, I'll collapse outside. If I have too much self-criticism, I'll collapse inside. Now, the reason I share this is as you enjoy your summer, playing baseball and Bharatanatyam, etc., it's inevitable that we compare ourselves to those we're playing baseball with, we're dancing with, and so on. And sometimes when we don't meet that comparison, we criticize ourselves. I'm not coordinated enough. I'm not athletic enough. Whenever we compare ourselves to others, or even criticize ourselves, it is all right to do that as long as we're doing this for our own betterment. To be the best versions of ourselves that are more coordinated, more athletic, more cheerful. But if that comparison and criticism is bringing out the worst in me, I'm not becoming better, then why would I compare myself? Why would I criticize myself? This all relates to BYOB. Now, you should ask some of the adults, what does BYOB mean? And they'll come up with their own version. But what BYOB means is being your own best. To be your own best. This is a solid way to navigate becoming and belonging. So now, as we complete this week, our third week of Stepping Stones, I'm sharing with you your raw, your reflection adventure of the weekend or the week. At the end of the day, I want you to engage in a daily debrief. And what that means is, I want you to write down, whether that's on Padlet or your journal that you're now keeping, I want you to write down every day, what is one good behavior you engaged in? So suppose someone is making fun of you, but you don't make fun of them back. So you write down, I didn't react. Okay, so one good behavior or reflection. And then I also want you to write down, what can you do better to BYOB, to being your own best? So suppose I was supposed to clean my room, but I did it after a long time. So I would write, I should procrastinate less, or I should do what's important right away. Okay? So that is your raw. I want you to daily debrief. What did you do well? What can you do better? Have a happy, happy, happy weekend. Shanti, shanti, shanti. Be happiness.